first question, find the next term in the sequence. To find the next term, we have to find the term-to-term rule. And to find the term-to-term rule, we can look at the sequence and we can identify that with each term, you add 4 to the next. So that makes the term-to-term rule add 4. And now we have to find the next term in the sequence. So what we have to do is take the last term, which is 14, and then we add 4, which gives us 18. Next question. It's the same as the one here. And instead, for this sequence, you can see that each term you add 1.5 and so on. So the term-to-term rule for this sequence is add 1.5. And just like before, you take the last number of the sequence or term, and then you add 1.5, which gives us 12. Next question, it's also the same. From here, you can see that the term-to-term rule is add 5. So you take the last term, and then you add 5, which gives us 23. Next question. We had to find the term-to-term rule. And this time, instead of adding, it's subtracting 3. So the term-to-term rule is subtract 3. So you take the last digit, or unit, or term, sorry, and then you minus 3, which gives us -2. Next question, what are the first 3 terms of the sequence with the first term 8 and the term-to-term rule at 3? So we already know the first term is 8 and the term-to-term rule is at 3. So from 8 we add 3, which gives us 11. And then you add 3 again, which gives us 14. So to write this clear, it's 8, 11, and 14. Next question, it's the same as the one before, but the first term is 5 and the term-to-term rule is subtract 2. So we already know the first term is 5, and then we have to subtract 2, so -2, which gives us 3, and then you have to subtract 2 again, which gives us 1. So the answer is 5, 3, and 1. Next one, find the 10th term in the sequence with the nth term. So this is the nth term, and we have to find the 10th term of the sequence. To find the 10th term, we have to substitute n with 10. Substitute n with 10. So 3, 10 minus 7. And this is equal to 30 minus 7. And the final answer is 23. Next question, find the 15th term of the sequence with the nth term. So same thing, we substitute n with 15. And it turns to 2, 15 plus 11, which is equal to 30 plus 11. And the answer is 41. Next question, find the first term of the sequence with the nth term. So same, we substitute n with 4, and it becomes 20 minus 3 4, which gives us 20 minus 12. And the answer is 8. Next question, find the third term of the sequence with the nth term. So we substitute n of 3. And from this equation, we can get negative 21 minus 4. So the answer will be negative 25. Next question, find the nth term for this sequence. So to find the find the nth term, you have to first find the term-to-term rule. And the term-to-term rule for this sequence is add 3. So now I know the term-to-term rule. Term-to-term rule. We have to find the nth term. So the formula to find the nth term is a, or the first term, plus n minus 1 multiplied by z, and d is the term-to-term rule. So in this case, the first term is 1 plus n minus 1, and d is 3. So the nth term is 3n minus 2. Next, find the nth term for this sequence. So we start by finding the term-to-term rule. And we can see that the term-to-term rule is minus 2, or subtract 2. So using the same formula, we take the first term, which is negative 7, plus n minus 1, and then the term-to-term rule, which is negative 2. And this gives us negative 7 minus 2n plus 2. So the nth term is negative 5 minus 2n. Next question, find the nth term for this sequence. So same thing, we find the term-to-term rule. And for this sequence, the term-to-term rule is add 3. So we take the first term, which is 0, and then we add n minus 1 multiplied by 3, which gives us 0 plus 3n minus 3, which is the same as 3n minus 3. Next question, find the nth term for this sequence. So we find the term-to-term rule. And you can see that the term-to-term rule for this sequence is add 3. So we take the first term, which is 21, plus n minus 1, 3, which is the same as 21 plus 3n minus 3. And the answer is 3n plus 18. Next question, find the nth term for the sequence. So again, we start by finding the term-to-term rule. And From here you can see that the term to term rule is adding 8 to each term. So add 8. And the first term is 1. So 1 plus n minus 1, 8. Which is the same as 1 plus 8n minus 8. So the answer is negative 8n, sorry, 8n, or positive 8n minus 7. Next question, find the nth term for the sequence. So we start by finding the term-to-term rule. And for the sequence, the term-to-term rule is add 7 to each term. So you take the first term, 5, plus n minus 1 minus, sorry, plus positive 7, multiplied by positive 7. So the answer is 5, 7n minus 7. And the answer is 7n minus 2. Next question, find the nth term of the sequence. And you can see that the term-to-term rule is subtract 2. So subtract 2. And the first term is 6 plus n minus 1 negative 2, which is equal to 6 plus negative 2n plus 2. So our nth term is negative 2n plus 8. Next question. Find the nth term for the sequence. So again, we start by finding the term-to-term rule. And the term-to-term rule for this sequence is minus 6 or subtract 6. So we take the first term, 13, plus n minus 1 negative 6. 13 minus 6n plus 6. So the nth term is negative 6n plus 19. Next question, find the nth term for this sequence. The term-to-term rule here is -3 or subtract 3. The first term is 16 plus n minus 1 -3. Sixteen minus 3n plus 3. So the nth term is -3n plus 19. Last question, find the nth term for the sequence. The term rule here is at 0.5. So add 0.5. The first term is 1 plus n minus 1, 0.5. And the answer is 1 plus 0.5 and minus 0.5. So the nth term is 0.5 and plus 0.5. So add together all your answers to get the 3-digit code. And I do not have enough space to write the whole working, but if you add it all together, add all your answers together, the answer should be 197 or 197.